Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving deep into the world of Angular and I will be guiding you through the step-by-step process of creating a side navigation bar. If you have been looking for a clear and concise tutorial on this topic, you are in the right place. So let's jump right in and get started. As you know, very first step is that you should have an Angular project up and running in your VS Code and in the browser. I already have that set up. So I can start from here. It is empty project. You can see app.component.html is empty. So let's start. Here I will create a main div that is going to be called container. Now I will create two divs. One would be for sidebar and second one would be for the main. Or you can call it right content or right side, whatever you feel better. Okay, so we have the sidebar and now I'm going to design it. Before that I will copy the container ID and into the app.component.css I will give it some styles, like I will give it the style display flex and the width is going to be 100% and the height is going to be 100 VH. Just to show you, I will add BG color to show you that everything is working correctly. Just the issue is that there is a padding or margin on the top bottom, so I will go back to the global or main style file here and I will add body margin 0 pixels. Okay, now it's fine. So I will remove my background color again and now we can start working on the sidebar. So let's style the sidebar. I will give it a minimum width. That would be 200 pixels maybe, and the height should be 100%. And now let me add some BG color just to see if it is visible. Okay, it is visible. Now I will style the content area. Okay, and I will add, before that let me show you, I will add BG red to see what part is visible. Right now you can see that red color is not visible. The reason is that there is no width and height yet. So let me add flex grow 1 and you can see it has taken all of the available space after the sidebar. So that is the benefit of using flex grow. So I have removed the background color for the content area and maybe we should make it light gray for the sidebar, or I'm not sure which color is better, but for now let's keep this one. And now we need to add header in the content area, or you can call it content container as well, because we are going to have content inside the content container. So that's why I changed its name. Now I will add header, and now in the header I'm going to have a logo, a stack, and then I'm going to add menu items. Let me give it ID, and here we will have multiple links like about, services, and maybe logout, whatever. So you can have anything, just for demonstration. Okay, this is what that we currently have. Now let's use the header selector in the CSS file and style it. First of all, I would like to add display flex, and width should be 100%, and the padding should be, I guess, 10 pixels maybe, or 20 pixels, and vertical padding maybe 30 pixels is fine. Okay, next I want to add justify content space between. That would push everything to the right after the IR tag. I can see that there is a padding. The reason is that we have added, I can see a scroll. That is because we have added the padding to our header. To fix that, I will add box sizing border box. That should fix the problem. Okay, you can see that scroll has gone. Now copy the menu selector here, and we will add display flex to it, and I will add gap 20 pixels maybe, and text decoration should be none. Also, I want to change the font family, Arial. Okay, I want to change the text color. Okay, you can also increase the font size as well if you want to. This is too much, so let me try 18 pixels or maybe 16 pixels. Okay, great. Now I want to add some effect when you hover on it. I will add hover. The color should be changed from black to something else, maybe this one. Okay, great. Maybe we should add the box shadow to the header. Okay, maybe we should add 0 here. Okay, great. Now it's time to design the left sidebar, but before doing that, I want to make it collapsible, or I want to hide it when somebody clicks on a menu icon. So for that, along with the logo, I would like to add the icon button. So let me find some menu icon. So you can get free menu SVG icon from anywhere from internet. So let's say I want to use this one. I don't want any kind of animation, so I don't know. So let me just pick this one, and if I click on the copy, it can give you the SVG code. Okay, now you can paste it here. Okay, the size is too much large, so actually you can reduce it from here as well, I guess. So maybe 30 would be fine, or maybe 10. 10 is too much small, so I will set it to 15 pixels. All right, so in the logo, to bring everything in the middle vertically, I would like to add in the header, let's add the logo selector, and I would like to add, I added some font size, font weight, color. Now I want to add display flex, gap should be 10 pixels, and align item should be center. Okay, maybe we should increase the gap 40 pixels or maybe 20 pixels. and I want to add cursor pointer to that SVG. So you can target the SVG directly here, cursor pointer. Also, I would like to increase the width and height a little bit further. Okay, great. Now this should be a toggle button. If user clicks on that, the sidebar should be hidden. So let's work on that. So I want to hide the sidebar by default, and it should be visible only if user clicks on the menu icon. So for that, let me add transform translate X and minus 100% maybe. Okay. So as it is hidden, we also want to shift the content area to the left side. So for that, maybe we should add the margin left to 200 pixels, maybe minus 200. Okay, great. So by default, these are the settings, but if you want to make it visible, we need to remove this margin, and we also remove this style. So let's do that. To make that possible, I will add here that if there is a class sidebar active on the parent container, then I will set sidebar transform. So we will set the transform translate X back to 0. That was the default value. And then I want to add content container back to the margin left 0. So that will fix the problem. All right, now let's add the active that class to our parent container. So let me copy the class and I will add it here. Okay, with that you can see that sidebar is visible. Now we want to add that class dynamically based on condition. So for that, I will add ng class, and here I will pass an object. First property would be the class that I would like to add, and second, the value would be the condition or JavaScript property. Based on that, we want to add it. So I can use the same name for the property that we are going to create in the class. So let me add it here. By default, it is false, and if user clicks on the toggle button, that is the toggle button, click, then I want to reverse the value of the sidebar active. So if it is false, it will make it true. If it is true, it will make it false because of this not operator. So now let's give it a try. You can see I can click on that, and whenever you click on that, it will hide and show. So to improve it further, I can add some animation to the sidebar. So here you can add transition, and you can add that transition to the transform, and this is the style that animation style that you want to add. So let's give it a try. All right, now sidebar is being animated, but the content is moving suddenly. We want to animate that part as well. For that, on this content container, I would add transition and margin left. So we want to add smooth animation to the margin left style. So whenever this style is updated, it will update that style with smooth effect. So let's give it a try. All right, you can see it is working very nice. Another thing that I would like to add is I want to change the menu icon to the cross icon, so that it could look more user friendly. Okay, so let's take this one. I'm going to copy the SVG code. I think it is paid, so we can get it from somewhere else. Okay, great. So from here I can get any icon in free. So I would like to copy the SVG code. So you can inspect it from here. This is an image, or you can open the SVG from here, or you can download it as well. So I will just download it. Okay, now I need to move it to the project here in the assets folder in the images. So let's do that. So I'm going to drag it to my project in VS Code in the images folder. Okay, we can move the SVG for the menu icon as well. So let me do that as well. Menu icon.svg. All right, now go back to the HTML. I will move all of SVG into the menu icon, and I will move this part to the HTML. Here I will use the image tag instead. Source, assets, images, menu icon, and here I will add the click event, and that's it. So let's see what we have so far. Everything should still be same. I think the path is not correct. I need to remove the slash in the beginning. I think I need to remove the source as well. Then it should work fine. Okay, great. Now I want to change the source based on the sidebar active value. So here I will check that if sidebar is active, then I need to change it. So if the sidebar is active, we need to show this cross icon. I will copy the name of SVG and I will add it here. Okay, now you can see that SVG is updated, but the problem is that the size is too much large. So let's go back. We need to adjust these sizes. So in the menu, we were using the 20 pixels, so we should add 20 here as well. Okay, for this I think 20 is too small, so maybe we should increase it to larger, maybe 40 pixels. Okay, or maybe 30 pixels. I think it is fine, acceptable. I just wanted to show you how to do that, so you can make better than this one. All right, now we can quickly design the sidebar and then we will end this video. So But before doing anything else, we want to clean this component further. We want to divide it into the multiple components. So for that, I will create a new component and generate component sidebar. Press enter. Okay, we have a sidebar component created. I will move everything inside sidebar to that one. And I will add the sidebar component here. All right. And also we need to create a component for the header. Press enter. And then I will move the content for the header into the header component. Okay. And we need to pass this sidebar active from the parent. So we have to define that input first here. Okay, now we have defined the input. We can receive it from the parent. So let's go to the parent, add header that we just created, and I need to pass that sidebar active property. And as this is JavaScript, we have to wrap it in square bracket. All right, now what else? I think there is an error, so let's see what's wrong in the console. Something is wrong, so let me check. By the way, you can look at that. The sidebar has the width 0. That's fine. And this is the content area, and this is the text. The text is not visible. Actually, this is happening because we are using margin left minus 200 pixels. That's why our content is being hidden. So we have to fix that. So we have some styles as well that we need to move in the header component. So I'm going to cut it and go to the header CSS file, paste it there. We have the style back, but still the logo is hidden because of the margin left minus 200 pixels. We are facing this problem because the parent is so if you go here, we have this time we have the app sidebar. Okay, and app sidebar is not a display block. So also here, these are the styles that are set to the sidebar, but we need to set them to the app sidebar now. So it should fix the problem. Also, I need to add the display block. Okay, now everything looks better, but still there is some problem. The reason is that we need to go to the app sidebar component, and to this sidebar I need to add width 100% and height 100% to the parent. Okay, next problem, let's look at that. So this is the sidebar, and I can see the width is 200 pixels, but it is still not visible. Let me reload it. So by default it is hidden. You can see translate x minus 100% is applied, but when I clicked on that, this style did not go away. So we need to look at that. Okay, the problem is that when you click on this, if you go to the header component, we are trying to set this value, this property, but this is an input and this should be updated in the parent, not here. So instead of updating here, I will trigger an output event. For that we have to define output here. Okay, so we will trigger this event is equal to new event emitter. Okay, great. Now I can just emit that emitter. All right, now go back to the parent app.component.html, and here I will add my event. So we should be able to listen to that event that we actually, I'm adding on the wrong area. So here you will see the suggestion toggle sidebar event. So if that is triggered, I will toggle the value of the sidebar active. Okay, now you can see everything is almost working fine, but I cannot see the black color for the sidebar. So let's see what's wrong there. So this is the sidebar. I have added the so we have used the app sidebar, so here we should replace it here as well, otherwise it will not work. Okay, now it is working perfectly fine. After that, I would like to add the padding to the content container. For example, this is my content, so I can give it an ID. Okay, and now Here I will add content and padding of 20 pixels. Now everything is working fine. Now let's quickly complete the sidebar, and we will add some design there. I will remove the background color and I will add some shadow to it. So I will go to the sidebar CSS file and let's add the background shadow, box shadow. Okay. Or you can make it simple, you can add border right pixel as well. All right, this is looking much better. So here I will add my menu items. So here I will add div and a tag, dashboard, okay. So we have added some dummy text for the menu item. So now I will style this menu. Display flex, and the flex direction should be column this time. Okay, now I want to add a gap of 10 pixels. Also I want to add padding left 20 pixels. Okay, also I want to add margin top 100 pixels maybe. Okay, maybe margin top I will use padding top because I saw some issue. Now everything is looking good. I will set the styles for the a tag, text decoration none, and the color should be black. Okay, great. I want to increase the gap to maybe 15 pixels. All right, great. You can also add, instead of gap, you can add border bottom as well after every a tag. Okay, but that, to make it look good, you need to remove the padding left from the main menu and add the padding left here to every a tag. All right, I also need to add the vertical padding. So you can use one line syntax for padding. Okay, now I think it is looking great. Just last thing, we need to add the hover effect. All right, so we have completed the sidebar. That wraps up our tutorial on creating a side navigation bar in Angular. I hope you found it insightful and are now well equipped to implement your own navigation bars in future projects. If you have any questions or run into any issues, feel free to drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such tutorials. Until next time, happy coding.